EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's good.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
11, here we go.
Here's Burrow. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. Gun. 11. Wide 80. 12. 11. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
12. Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, this, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, and especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chargers.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2.
11, Thomas. Here we go. What is that?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here is 3rd down and 4.
12. Let's get set. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Crowd right. Set. 5-9. Set.
Here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. He's got room to roam. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
To kick off for the Chargers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 38.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
11. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, 51 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
And that could have been and probably should have been a 3rd interception of this first half. He's got to figure out something, because you cannot give the ball away like he's done and have any chance to win this game.
180, 11. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
They hand off to their big tight end, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Let's go. Hold the troops right. Set.
Here's Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Here we go. 11. At 80. 11, Tommy.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki.
There's an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's get set. 12.
Burrow will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On 1, ready? 11 MT. Here we go.
Now Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Twelve. Here we go. 11. 180.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Edmund Mitchell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you're always worried about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
A 28-yard gain. First down at Chargers.
21.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown! Keandre Lambert-Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. 180. Right up. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Herbert now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go, let's go. Home troops right. Baylor tight.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now inside the 25. And he will take it on in for the Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll try to pick it up himself. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
5-9. Set. Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Set. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Run.
1st down.
21.
1st and goal
Set.
at the 1-yard line.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Black 80. Black.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Set.
Hampton. And no sidestepping that. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Hey, set. 80. Go. Ready.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, If everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Ready? 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
Burrow from his own end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Morgan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Chargers 35, Bengals 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bengals drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Stop.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
11, 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Complete, this is Mitchell. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
11, 11.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and from the air. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Out of the gun, Herbert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue. Looks like they went for the combo plate there. Nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
59. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, it's Hampton. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
12. Lion. Crowd right. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Rondé Gadsden from 13 yards out. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Bengals 35.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. 151 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 31-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second down and 4.
Here we go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas.
Throwing, Burrow.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
20 seconds remain. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. 11, 180. Right up. Back.
Burrow.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Oh, it's an enormous call here. They'll go for 2. One play to keep their postseason alive.
Right up. 11 MT tape.
Burrow.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Chargers 42. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Herbert.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here comes 2nd down.
Ray. Let's go.
Herbert.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
One last throw here for Herbert.
He'll try and do this himself.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.